Hello, how are you? I'm gonna show you how to put on a shirt, and then I'll tell you a story which will encompass nothing about a shirt. So how you put on a shirt is I'm trying for the first time and it fits perfectly. If I were working in a circus in the 1970s. Why am I come live? I'm not gonna read any of the comments. This is about a short story. I felt like I was saying it because I was sitting on my bed and then I thought of this story, and then it came in my head like a musician I'm talking about, and then I laughed. Who do I share it with? My dad was in front of me, and I was like, turn around and keep going. So that went out of the equation. I went to a U2 concert last year, because last year is the time they came. The U2, they had an album in 1987. I was 3 years old and I was quite impressed. I'm like, man, this guy can impress a 3-year-old about singing about whatever. So I was there, and Kiran Rao was there amongst other Kiran Rao type personalities. I knew somebody who took me to the top end of the viewer watching experience, where you get drinks and relationships, and you also get chicken and a really bad view of the show. As always, all the best things are when you're on foot. So I was there, and the concert was average, so I went back and sat next to the railing dividing people, and another woman came right next to me and sat right next to me. That itself should have given me a signal that I'm at a U2 concert. So she was there and I was there, and I looked at her. She looked like my crush in 9th standard. Absolutely not. She looked very different from my crush in 9th standard. She looked like someone I should know. And then I looked at her for 2 more seconds, and she turned out to be someone that we know. She turned out to be Kiran Rao. She wasn't surprised at her own presence. I was surprised in identifying her presence. It's kind of a nice scene. Bono is singing in front. A.R. Rahman is coming and doing that A.R. Rahman top voice. That's all he does, really. U2 is like, thank you, A.R. Rahman. And I'm sitting right next to Kiran Rao. Holy motherfucking Christ. Of course I talked to her. I said, are you? And she said, yeah, I am. She didn't say that. I was like, Kiran Rao. And she was like, yes. And I was like, Dovigat, thank you. I said that. And it was amazing. And she looked at me, and she looked away, and then she said, it should have been appreciated more. And I was like, man, yeah. Maybe you should have made more of that. People can't move from, watching Shah Rukh Khan and whatever, and suddenly get one Dhobigat. It's too much of a shift. There has to be like 10. And suddenly they'll be like, oh, now we are vibing. I didn't say that. I didn't even think of that. I'm saying that to you for the first time. If Kiran Rao is watching this, that's what I wanted to say. So then we sat there and we remained quiet. It's just like a kind of an awkward silence. It was kind of a silence that I'm accustomed to over the years. It was kind of a silence where I tell myself, of course I have generated this. This has not to do with the other person. It's me and my silence. And I was sitting there, and then she left. She got up and left, and I couldn't say another word. I really wanted to say a lot, but it was too much. I was half drunk. Bono is in front, Kiran Rao next to me. She went away. And I sat there, and after a couple of days I thought, she looked tired. She did. I don't know, it was the concept. It was just, it couldn't be my conversation. I wasn't so much to tire a woman of that stature. Now we know. It was Amir Khan she was tired of. Bye.